Hello. Hello. Welcome to Facebook Live. This is Kathy Jo. I'm here doing live for Quietfire Design. Is anyone there? Hello. Hi, Suzanne. Hope everyone can see me. Hello, Londa. Hi, Suzanne. So while I'm waiting for everyone to join, I just thought I'd just say welcome to everyone that's here. I'm very excited about this Facebook Live. I've been looking forward to this for a couple weeks. It's a really neat technique, and I think once you start doing it, you will be totally addicted to it. And yeah, it's something that you can do with your friends and with your children, or just by yourself. It's just a fun little project or technique to do. So yeah, so just as a heads up, I usually have a little program to follow. Suzanne has it all typed out. I gave her the copy, and I can't open my email right now to get it. So I'm just kind of doing ad libs. So I apologize if anything sounds choppy. So first, I like to start with saying that besides here on Facebook, you can also check out some of the creations that we make at Quietfire Creations. We also have Quietfire Digital, where you can find all projects using Suzanne's awesome digital files. And of course, you already found us here at the Quietfire Facebook page. And we also have an awesome little Quietfire fan page. And we'd love for you to join that. We do Show Me Sundays, where you can see your projects and stuff like that. And, you know, just things that you're doing. We'd love to see what you do and what you create. And we'd love to see you there. Now, you're watching live right now, or if you are watching live right now, that's great. But if you ever miss us live on a Thursday, you can always go to our YouTube channel too. Right now, you can see all the links that Suzanne is putting in the comments. So you'll see the links to everything that I just said, and also to the YouTube channel. And what's also exciting this week is that if you get the newsletter, now if you don't have the newsletter, you can find it on the Quietfire Design page. You can sign up for the newsletter. And in the recent newsletter by Suzanne, there was a design team call. Yay! So, you know, please check out that newsletter. And we'd love to see all Suzanne Cannon fans that love her product and love creating with it apply for it. So I hope I hit everything. I'm trying to get on to Facebook right now on my iPad to see if there's any comments about any questions for this. So if you have questions along the way, Suzanne's on the West Coast, and she's doing all the comments today and doing all the links. So hi, Suzanne. And these hands are usually doing all the comments, but these hands are going to be showing you the project today. So let's go ahead with the project. So this is, again, a lot of fun. I'm using one of my favorite stamp sets from Quietfire Design. It's called Always Be My Friend. And I think there's 3 stamps in that set. And one of them is You Are My Sunshine. It's so sweet. It's so happy. And just like the other stamps in the set, you'll find a lot of use for them. So first, you'll need the stamp set. Now, you're going to think this is the strangest list of materials that you're going to need, but when you see how this all happens, you're going to be like, that's wicked cool. So you're going to need dish soap, and you're going to need a straw. You're going to need a small glass. like, this is like a really small jar. You might be able to use a shot glass or one of those little plastic things that you get when you go somewhere and they give you like salad dressing or whatever on the side. So basically you want something that's small and the mouth of it's not too wide. And not too tall either. Next you're going to need like some kind of ink, like a liquid ink that you can like pour in or take out of a jar, such as distress ink. That's what I'm using today. I know that there are some other companies that they have like daubers like this, the refill inks, so those might be able to work too. You're going to need paper. You're going to need black cardstock to mount your card. And then to create the background, what I used was the Spectrum Noir Ultra Smooth paper. Hi Judy Frank, I see you watching. So Spectrum Noir Ultra Smooth. You might be able to try different cardstocks. I just went to this because I like the surface of it, and I thought it would look great with all the bubbles. I also used lace here, so just a little piece of lace. I used double lace, and as always I use seam binding. Let's see what else I use. Oh, of course you're going to need the stamp, so I'm using StazOn ink. You could also use archival ink. And you're going to need 2 measuring spoons. You'll need a 1/4 teaspoon and a teaspoon. So I believe that's it. Oh, of course, and always your mounting tape. So let's go ahead and start with the background. So I used the blue on the promos for this because I thought it would stand out more, and I didn't know how the yellow would show up. I did the yellow earlier just to give it a try, and it really does pop. I think it looks great too with the You Are My Sunshine. So that's the fossilized amber. So what I'm going to use tonight is the milled lavender. So we're going to start with our background. So remember when you were a kid and you would go somewhere and you get that little carton of milk, and if they gave you the straw, like you thought it was so fun to like blow into it and you get all the bubbles and stuff? That's what you're doing here. So you're going to take a 1/4 teaspoon of your dish soap. Put that in your jar. Let's see. Oh, you know what? You're probably going to need something to wipe your hands off with too, now I think of it, because this is probably going to get messy. No, it is going to get messy, but it'll be a fun messy. A teaspoon of water. And last but not least, I'm going to use the milled lavender. So you're going to use a pipette full of the lavender and just kind of fill that up and just kind of put it in. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. Now, a little bit of advice. When you take your straw, you're going to want a plastic straw because the paper will soak up your ink. And you're also going to want to mark it. I kind of bit the edge of mine. I know it sounds gross, but I'd rather do that than put my mouth on the wrong end. So I have my paper cut to size. I'm putting it off to the side. Just kind of loosely mix it up there. And you're going to want to blow into there and have the bubbles go over. And then you just kind of take your paper. Oops, that is really light. Wow, I didn't think that'd be so light. Let me put a little bit more milled lavender in there. Okay, so now you can see like the darker coming out. You can set it on there and see how it looks that way. Isn't that cool? I'm just gonna blow dry it really quick. Pop those bubbles. Is that awesome or what? Or you can just kind of put your edge into there and do it that way. Gosh, I didn't realize milled lavender was such a light color. Isn't that awesome? It is so much fun. So you kind of get the gist of it here. That's the purple, the milled lavender. I'll do yellow too. That one might show up a little bit better. Add some of the yellow left over from earlier. So when you get towards the bottom of it, like, oh, is that so cool or what? I love that. And it makes you feel like a kid again, right? Except no one's around telling you not to play with your milk. Now, the one thing I will warn you about is if you have it hanging over your bubbles too long, then you'll get like really deep soak marks in your paper, or it'll just get heavy. And also, like too dark, you won't see your bubble lines. And then also, you don't want to lay it directly on top of whatever container that is that you're using, because then you'll have the circle lines from your jar. Isn't that fun? I love it. So, and the cool thing about this too is you can do all one color, like on the card here, or you can go ahead and mix some colors too, and just kind of put a little bit of yellow in there. Like this would be cool with like some of your pinks and your yellows. Isn't that fun? So with this mixture, I had to figure out how to do the quantities, because you want to make sure that you have enough of the soap to do this, but you don't want to waste too much of your ink either. So it might depend on your ink color, and then also too, like if you put too much water in, then that also dilutes your ink. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the yellow because that one turned out really good. So, and just like what I always do, I hate wasting ink, so I just take some seam binding, and oh, you want to have a craft mat. You don't want to do this directly on any kind of surface. Well, let's see, I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in that. And I'm just going to soak up all that color. A little bit of seam binding. I think I might get some of the dark color, just kind of get the bubbles. Just put a little bit in there. Okay, so now I've got my yellow there. Okay, so now we have some more inky fun. So I use this stamp platform just because it's just easier to get best results every time. Actually, I like that. Like, isn't that just great? That it makes me want to buy more of the inks to try this out with some more colors. This would be a great background for a birthday card too. You are my sunshine. Love that. So happy. Okay, so what I did to finish this off is, let's see, I just took some of the lace. I used some, just some tape, wrapped it around, and then I created a bow with the, where'd it go? The seam binding. That's still a little wet, so I had a little bow set aside. And then I used some of my favorite foam tape, and then I just mounted it directly onto some black cardstock. And voila, you have your card. And you can add, you know, jewels or, you know, whatever. I was thinking of adding on, when I finished this card earlier, I was thinking of just putting little pearls there or little yellow small gems just to kind of add a little bit of sparkle to it. But you can do whatever you want. And what's great is that you can make a whole bunch of these backgrounds. You know, just have a fun time. And just have them set aside, and when you need a card, you can just pull out the Always Be My Friend stamp set, and you have some great cards that are, you know, easy to put together, and, you know, they're just so bright and cheery, and the recipient, I think, will be really happy with it. At least I would be. Yeah, this just, I just love happy, and this is happy. Anyway, so it's a quick and easy tutorial tonight, but I think it's a fun one. And yeah, it's something that I would love to see for you guys to try and to share on the Suzanne Cannon fan page. I'd love to see what you guys make with this, like the different colors and stuff, because yeah, there's so many great combinations out there. Like that's just purple and yellow looking awesome together, and I can't wait to see what you guys create. So, again, there's the Suzanne Cannon fan page. You know, feel free to stop by and ask to join the group. We have the Quietfire Facebook page, which is if you're live, you're watching it now, or you're on the fan page, or on the Quietfire page now. We have the Quietfire Creations, Quietfire Digital. Catch us on YouTube, and sign up for the newsletter, and don't forget to look for that design team call. Oh, and I almost forgot that when it comes to any of the products that's used on any of these Facebook Lives, if you go to Quietfire Design, the store, she has a special section that's called Leathers Live, and you can go there and you can find all the product that, all of Suzanne's product on that link. So this way it's quick and easy. You're not searching for everything. If you forget, like, You Are My Sunshine is part of Always Be My Friend. But yeah, so I'm gonna stand up and see if there's any comments. Does anyone have any questions, or because I know I went through that kind of quick. Okay, great. Well, thank you. Oh, thanks, Judy. I'm glad you thought it was really cool. It is really cool. And, yeah, you get a lot of ink on your fingers, but it's so worth it. Okay, well, thanks, everyone, for stopping by. Feel free to contact us with questions on the fan page anytime. Be more than happy to answer them, or to share any techniques if you want to know how we did something. So thank you for stopping by, and have a happy crafty day. Bye.